what do you think about the ideas of deliberate practice and how that connects to solution-focused work?
Deliberate practice is interesting. In solution-focused, we are in love with the idea of when something works, do more of it, and when something works, there's something that doesn't work, do something different. Mm-hmm. Deliberate practice is about when something doesn't work, try again. And when something does work, do more of it, and when something doesn't work, try again, but maybe change something. So deliberate practice is actually about hunting down your mistakes, mm-hmm. relishing your mistakes. When you get stuck in therapy, good, this is a learning moment. Mm-hmm. And being comfortable with mistakes. And it is also about deliberate practice is about being very, very disciplined and do things again and again, studying it, working harder at it. Like you would if you're a musician or an athlete, you practice. And you practice deliberately. You find your weak spots and you target your weak spots. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't fit perfectly with solution-focused thinking, because that's not...
why it is important? Exactly because it doesn't fit with the solution-focused model, because maybe then you should only look for when it works and do more of that. Why is a deliberate practice idea also, do you think, important?
The idea of doing what works and just going with that is probably the fastest way. Mm-hmm. It gets you unstuck, it gets you moving. But there are other things that you can also learn something that wasn't possible for you, that doesn't come naturally. And you have to learn that through deliberate practice. Mm-hmm. Sometimes development is, what do you say, uphill. Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel good. It is effortful. Mm-hmm. But that kind of development and change is also relevant.
Mm-hmm. And when is this kind of development with deliberate practice and focusing on mistakes and how to tweak these things, when is this most relevant?
This is most relevant when you're already good at something. Mm-hmm. When people start from bottom, it's much more efficient to just go for what works. Mm-hmm. and amplify that. To get started. But when you're already quite good at something, it's not really interesting. Then to develop, you have to stretch yourself, you have to go to your limit, you have to fail. Mm-hmm. And learn to love to fail. Mm-hmm. So for expert performance, you need to go to your limit. Mm-hmm. And deliberately try to push your limit 1 millimeter forward every time, and but that's not for the beginning.
So this is not the beginnings level, but it's when you're really good at something.
Yeah. Or when you decide,
if you just applaud your when you're doing good, you will only applaud yourself, but you will not find this point. Okay.
And you will not reach your full potential. You will only do things as long as it's downhill. Mm-hmm. And if you want to be really, really, really good at something, mm-hmm. Then you need also deliberate practice. Mm-hmm.